national days. Move to the Liberian nationality. I want to move. Are you ready to move? Are you ready to move? So how people, I just want to take a step back and look at where I came from and what I have done, and maybe I forgot some of them, but I just want to retrospect to find out what are some of the good things I did, what are some of the bad things I did. And then anybody out there, if you have anything you want to add to it, you can add. But I just want to, I'm coming out with a book. I already have a book out. And, but I'm coming out with another book that will actually give my life story, what I've been, what I did, all the misfortunes and fortune I went through, you know what I'm saying? But now I just want to give just few light on some misconception that people have, You see, as you all know, I say in my book, I was born with no mother, no father, because of the system that, where the system put my mother, I was not able to see my mother until I was 9 years old. And I did not see my father until I was 21. Yeah. And right around that time, when I tried to get close to my dad or get to know my mother, that when people went and told my parents that I was gay. And at that time in Liberia, when you are gay, people looking for you to kill you, man. Those days in Liberia is no joke, man. If you are gay, people say you're gay, you're in big, big trouble. So I was thinking how, how to survive, man. My family abandoned me, you know. So that when I had a friend who were going to the same school, and she went out with another guy and spent the night out with this guy. And when she came back home, her auntie put her out. So she was looking for a place to go. And at that time, I was trying to find a way to make my family understand that I was not gay. So what I did, I accepted her to come and live with me because I want to prove to my family, hey, look, I'm not gay, I live with me, So she came, she was with me, and but unfortunately for me, she was pregnant. She convinced me for us to leave the area because it was not safe for me. So we moved together in Pilsdale. But then I managed to get her to get a job from one of my friends, Jiba, where he worked. But then when she got a job, she started dating his boss. And the mother, everybody was like, hey, you gotta get out, you gotta get out. After I had saved her, and pull her out, she convinced me to leave the house because it was not too safe for me. We moved together. She and mother like, hey guy, you gotta get out, man. They kicked me out. I was in the street sleeping in old cars, man. No family, no friend in Monrovia. Yeah, I didn't have nowhere to go. One person that was there for me all the time was Tita. She always, that's a lady that really saved my life in Monrovia. She was always there for me, give me some food, give me some stuff and things. Even some of my own family would and tell her bad stuff about me. But she knew I never had nobody. I never had no family, I don't have nobody to help me. I didn't see her for many years, and one day she just called me and said, oh, I got a child for you. I said, well, kick me out. So anyway, later on, when I started working, another person that helped me again was Louis helped me a little bit too. Yeah, Louis, she saved my life too. And she was tough too, but So when the war came back looking for me, I was back looking for my daughter. I was with Louis, and I left my daughter with my mother. And when the rebel attacked the area, they captured everybody had to go. across the line. So there was no way I could come back from my daughter to my family. And it was good because I probably would not want to live. But anyway, so Louis helped me. We entered in VOA for America. They were where my mother came with the family. So I asked my mother, where's my daughter? My mother said, oh, she ran away in the bush and she lost. I said, wow. So I was thinking how to go back to get my daughter. So anyway, when the rebel attacked VOA, I managed to take the family. I had to put them on my head because the road was a big river we couldn't cross. So I had to put my little brothers and my nieces on my shoulder to cross the river that I would survive. Because at the gate, the river were killing people, so we couldn't go back to the gate. So I had to put them on my shoulder to cross the river, because at that time when raining, all the creek was overflowing, everywhere was water. So we went back, looking when on the fountain, one coffee. And then that happened there, but I don't want to go too into detail. But anyway, my major concern was how to get back to Monrovia to find my daughter. So one day, I got him on a group in bad looking for me. I fell in an ambush. That way I almost got killed. I was beaten and I couldn't walk. I had to crawling on the floor. At this time, I did not know that they have already told Tita that I was dead. Everybody in the city said everything has died. Because from what they saw, what I went through, everybody said, oh, he did not make it, he died, So I managed, and those days when the robot asked you, can you make it? If you can't make it, they're going to shoot you and kill you. So the guys told me, can you make it? I said, I can make it. The other guy said, man, let's just drink it, man. He can't make it, man. So I told him, no, I can make it. So I started crawling to the checkpoint. The white plane checkpoint. I don't know how I got to that checkpoint. I don't know. And I passed out. So I just remember that I was sitting in the chair at our house and I opened my eyes and I was like, oh. I didn't know how I got there. I didn't know nothing. But I tried to get her, I couldn't get her, I couldn't move. I was sitting in that chair for many, very long time, I couldn't move. Then when the neighbor came, he started to tell me what happened when the rubber hit. And he told me that my uncle's wife and her daughter was the cause of my daughter dying. They told me that my uncle was beating my daughter, even the rebel got angry and they tried to beat her up because she was beating my daughter, you know, she and her daughter. So yeah, that was a tough thing. So after a few days when I look, this same girl lady that the neighbor had told me that she and her mother were the cause of my daughter dying. She showed up. But luckily for her, I couldn't walk. Because if I could run or walk, I would have hit that girl. Yeah. I was really, really angry. Yeah, so I was there. After a while, luckily for me, I started to recover. Then when I started moving about, I went to look for Tita. When I saw Tita, she started to run from me. I said, what's up? She said, but they told me you were dead. I said, what? They told you I was dead? She said, yeah, all your family, everybody, your neighbor, everybody said you were dead. And I got a little man now. Married to a little man. Yeah. She was the love of my life. I love that woman. She saved my life at a time. So here we are, what I did, start moving about, trying to put, because usually my activity was using music, entertainment to bring unity. So what I decided to do, how I will, especially with my daughter dying, care for my daughter, so I would put all my energy in promoting peace. So I went and formed the Sound of Peace Band. I formed also the Liberian Musicians United for Peace and Progress. I met Blackie, he has an instrument with Maxwell, the guys. Maxwell is dead. I met Eddie Solo. Yeah, Eddie Solo was a very good guitarist, one of the best solo guitarists. Yeah, got all the guys together, man. We start using music to promote peace, unity, love. So I had the first Peace and Unity Festival at Bonja, in Iyadaway at Bonja. So I invited all the world faction. I invited Haji Kruma. I invited Prince Johnson and everybody. And Dr. Toba and people, they all got so angry with me. Why you inviting the world faction? Why are you doing this? These people killed a lot of people in the bush and you inviting them? I told him as a Tiputa, you want to promote peace, you got to bring people together. Tiputa, he was supposed to be one of the sponsors, but he got so angry when I went to the office for his donation, he like, get out of my office. Dr. Kubana, get out of my office. Why are you bringing the people, killing all the people in the bush, you bringing that? But that you have to bring people together, promote peace. Yeah, he was so angry with me. So I got the Catholic Church. Also, Femi William, he was the ECOMO chief of staff. He was like, really? Are you sure you can help to bring peace with music? You're killing people, man. You don't have time for music, man. I told him, I said, General, I will do my best. Yeah, General Femi Williams. He was the chief of staff for West African Peacekeeping Force. So these things I'm telling you, these people, you can meet them, ask them. I mean, I'm not making, so you find out what I'm making stuff of, these are for real stuff. I'm the one that started this process. Yes. Bringing people together for peace and unity. And it was tough, but after a while, people, but it was kind of difficult for me, but after a while, they all start getting involved. I had a second Peace Unit Festival at the OAU Unity Conference Center, and it was co-sponsored by the president's wife at that time, Mr. Sawyer. Actually, people, Mr. Sawyer, she was the chief patron. So I was using music as a constructive social force to bring people together. That can we start the peace process. And also I represented the Liberian musicians at the OU convention, peace convention, to bring peace to Liberia. Those are the things I did. I was doing everything I can to use music to promote peace, to bring unity. And it was working. Because when I saw Haji Kruman, Prince Johnson, all the guys together at Bonja, I said, well, this thing is working. Then every weekend we have a show at Amazon. Everybody know Amazon, right, Liberia? They always used to meet every Friday for happy hour, promoting peace. Then we also perform at the American Embassy, but the whole group, when I told them that, look, my team song for this group would be Heal the War. Everybody like, no, man, we don't want to heal the war. They were getting angry with me. Even one time my own band member tried to hurt me because I said, look, I put this group together to promote peace, unity. I want the team song to be Heal the War. They were like, no Heal the War. Now guess what? One day we went for a show for the American July 4th. I mean, this was 2000, no, sorry, not 2000, 2000. It was 1993, 93. We went for July 4th celebration at the American Embassy. And the ambassador, the American ambassador, after they all posed down, enjoying themselves, then he came. He said, oh, can you guys play the song Heal the War? Everybody was like, whoa, they couldn't believe they were shocked. And I'm the one that could sing. I would actually sing. And when I sing the song, that man started chunking $100 note on us, man. They couldn't believe they were shocked. Yeah. And we made a lot of money, Then, back look at it again, the war started. When the second war started, I remember I was at my daughter's mother's house. Yeah. And when at the red light, when they attacked red light, so they all were running to go to the church. So I was running with them, to go to the church. And while we're running going to the church, when I look, my daughter, mother, and friend turned to her and took her something. And right away, she just grabbed the bill from me. Get in the bill, move from behind us. We don't want you to be people, or they're going to kill us because you're down working with the government. I was forced to walk back to where the people were shooting. I almost got killed. My daughter, mother, check the bill for me. Move from behind us. Go back. How come I ended up running, going to Freeport? When I went to Freeport, I didn't know what to do. So I remember, my sister was there with her guy. And bad lucky for me, when I went to my sister gave me a cold shoulder. I was like, whoa. She didn't give me water to drink in the heat of the war. So I went back. That I got on the refugee ship. Now that's a different story altogether. I don't even want to talk about that. We're lost on the sea for about a month with no food, no water. The ship was just floating on the sea. No water, no light on the ship. People were jumping in the water, killing themselves, suicide. Like you jump in the water, you know you're gonna die. Yeah. And the ship was called, you can Google the ship, so the Tisa, you hear about that ship. I was one of the refugees on that ship. Now that is a different story altogether, man. It was horrible on that ship. But anyway, finally, we came back to Liberia. Togo government has saved us. Because the fishermen told the government of Togo, there's a ship here with a lot of people and the people are dying. So the Togolese government brought food, water. But you see, so we end up with this lady, mommy, was there with her. I was helping her in the clinic, giving injection to her patient, taking temperature. So now was to travel, I'll be there, giving her patient all the med, the thing. And one day, where she was living, the guy who owned this place, Mama Dejen, he tried to use profanity on her, insult her. And in the African culture, we don't allow men to use profanity on women. So I got angry. I grabbed him and beat him up. And really beat him up. Yeah. He made me angry, so I beat him up because he used profanity on money on the lady I was with. So when I beat him up, because at that time I was doing an exercise, I was really huge and thick. The Liberian government went and brought a whole truck of army to come to arrest me because I beat Mama DJ up because he insulted mommy. They arrested me and carried me to jail because I stabbed him for insulting and attacking mommy. That was because that was the one reason why I went. That was the reason why I went to jail in Africa. Yes. Lucky for me, I had a friend by the name of Fanta. She went, I don't know where the lady, but I really owe the lady a lot, Fanta. I owe her a lot. Yeah. So she went to the police station and the police saw her. They said, oh, Fanta. So because of her, I got free. Because that's why I went to jail. I beat my magician up for abusing, insulting mommy, the lady who I was with, and working for her, cleaning her place, giving her patient injection, taking the temperature, I was doing everything for her. And she was not paying me. But I did it, because, she gave me a place. And also, when that happened, so we couldn't live to the place no more. So she had to find another place for us to move. Because after I beat the guy, beat the landlord up for him insulting her, so we couldn't live there. So that's the reason why we had to move. Yeah. And she had a little girl, a lady living with her. I think she was like, I think 17, 18 years old. I don't know how many years, but she was around my age. And this girl was the daughter of her fiance, somebody she was dating, I think, in America. But because I used to exercise, my body was buff. I had my chest, well built. The little girl every now and then she would come and touch my breast. So I told my daughter, I said, well, why did they touch my breast? But what I thought was she was trying to set me up because her, her father is mommy, who is my girl. No, they were dating. So now if she does anything to me because she knew her father is dating the person I'm with, I felt it was a little setup. You see, and Mama will leave me with her with the whole children, everybody in the house, and go to Liberia and come back. So she kept doing this for a long time. Every now and then she would test my pressure. So one time I went to my friends, to some guys who go play chess. So when I saw her, I said, oh, I think this. So I called her. I said, look, call her in the house. I said, so why do you always touch my breast? She felt feeling shame because people there, people outside, And to my surprise, she went and told mommy, oh, he was trying to have sex with me. Okay, you and I will live in the same house. We sleep there every night. Even when mommy is not there, when mommy go to Liberia, you and I are together in the same house. We sleep every night. If I want to have sex with you, I will do it right there. Why would I go way to the neighbor house where a group of guys are and call you to have sex with you? When you and I sleep in the same house every night and there's nobody there, doesn't make sense. We sleep in the same house every day, in the same room, and if I want to have sex, I would do it right there. Why would I go way outside, way like in the neighborhood to friends, a lot of people and call you there, Anyway, so that I felt it was like a setup. But anyway, and these guys too, because most of them were angry because they said that I got money from the United Nations to celebrate Refugee Day. Even the Reverend Lord, they all were kind of trying to set me up because they said, United Nations gave me thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying? And everybody thought I was getting a whole lot of money from UN. They tried to set up. Even these same guys came to my house one day for a meeting and I drove them out. Because they all had the perception that I was getting a whole lot of money from the United Nations. Yeah, So I had time, I kind of push them away. And for money, all her friends were always tell me, why are you acting so stupid? You treating her patient, giving an injection, giving them the medication, thing when she's not here, and she don't have to give you no money, and you're doing all this work for her. She used it because she said you pay like you're stupid. That's what her friends would tell me. And he even said to me that she would give other people money. But I was working for her, doing everything, giving all the patient medication, giving the drugs, thing when she's not there, I'm taking care of her children, you know what I'm saying? Making sure okay. And all her friends had told me, oh, she used it because she said, you better man, you're stupid. All her friends, they would tell me. But I just said everything, because the fact is I actually, we're living there, and she gave me a place, so I separated. Now the whole thing is that because all the thing I was going through, I did not even know that this lady had a child before I left Danane. I did not even know. You see, I thought she was pregnant when I left. I did not know she had a child before I left. And she already told me. See? But anyway, I did a big program in Danane. Peter Blow, he's there. We had a good time together, We lived in competition, singing, That's all we did. Use it to bring people together. Even in the refugee camp in Africa, Danane, that was our doing. And one time I remember they have a group in Abidjan. They were having a show there. Joshua. I met Joshua at the show, and I don't know. When I told him about being a leader in Liberia, he told me he was not interested. Yeah, I think he remember we met at Parade Sport at his show with Balawala Group, where he performed. I met Joshua, and he told me that I told him you need to be a leader in Liberia to, put the country back together. He told me no, I was not interested. But then to my surprise, later on he went and ran to be president. But anyway, yeah. So that was I was doing. They're using music, entertainment to bring people together. And that's what I'm still trying to do today. Use music, entertainment to bring people together. But sometimes people will make up their own story, make up their own lies to make themselves look good. When the truth is there, and all these things I'm telling you, I got people who I can, maybe I forgot one or two stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, my daughter mother came to Danane one time, and yeah, that's the second guy. I beat up another guy because when my daughter mother came to Danane, she would go to this church, and she invited me to the church, and I went to the church, and the pastor is preaching, but the pastor is preaching directed to me, telling me, you don't take it a woman, somebody will take a woman, And I know, I was there with mommy because we trying to survive, so with this lady, but then the pastor is there preaching straight to me, telling me, you don't take it a wife, so I would take a wife. Now I knew there's a guy that worked with the pastor was trying to hit my daughter mother. And I got the feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because from the way he was preaching, I knew something was not right. So the next day when she went for prayer, I went to go check on what kind of prayer we went for the what kind of prayer. And come to find out, I went to where they were having a prayer, and she was with this guy. And I beat him up. Yeah, I beat him up. I didn't play with him. Yeah, I feel bad about it. I mean, that was right in my face, you know. I was like, nah, this is too much, man. You can't just tell me, you know, to my face, and you know. So that's my life story right there in Danane. A little bit. I'm coming out with a book pretty soon, and don't forget also I got my book out. Yeah, Strength to Stand. It's on Amazon. Check it out. Also, if you are interested in being healthy and fit, I can help you with that too. If you want anybody to write like a grant for you, or you want somebody to do a proposal for you, I can help you with that. If you want to get healthy and fit, I can help you with that too. But that's all I've been doing all my life, you know, promoting peace, unity, bringing people together, helping people with their health and fitness. Because helping people is what makes me happy. I don't like to hate nobody. I don't like to do anybody no harm. That's just me right there. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you, man. Your birthday is in September. Say happy birthday. If we put you to feel a man, love to tell that yourself. If your birthday is September, I say happy birthday to people for unity, love, one family, living together, respecting your fellow man, you know?